Hey, yo, this is DC, and you're on DC Stacks. So today, let's talk about buying on the dip. I wonder how many of you guys are out there buying on the dip. I went out this on this Friday, and I ran over to the North Star Numismatic Expo over there in Shakopee, Minnesota, thrown by Chewy's, and I figured I'd go buy on the dip. But when I got there, I do a walk around before I buy. I just go around, play the field there, see what prices are like. So I go around all the dealers to find out who's got what and what kind of prices they're offering above spot. So first spot, of course, you walk in the door, and Chewy's got the first spot. So I walk in, and Chewy's got some silver. So I check him out. I ask him, hey, how much you selling over spot? Chewy had great prices. He was a buck over spot. So, I left him. I walked around, got to another dealer, looked around, looked on his case, and he had all kinds of Morgan dollars and different numismatic type coins, but not a spot of silver. Nothing to buy for silver. So I asked him, hey, do you have any silver? And he's like, no, with this dip, we kind of left that at home. So it's kind of heartbreaking when you go out to these shows and this is what you're hearing from dealers. So I went over to another dealer, and he had a couple pieces. He was right at spot, pretty cool deal. But he had some stuff I really wasn't interested. It was just some generics. So I walked over to another dealer and checked him out, and no silver to be found. So it's like, okay, do you have anything with you? Any bars, any rounds? And he's like, no, we're not going to sell that at these prices. So it's kind of funny. These dealers will sell you at a higher price, no problem. But when that dip hits, and, us stackers, we love our dip. We go out to get that dip, that tasty dip, and there's no silver to be found. It's a little heartbreaking. But I did walk around, and I ran into Dean over at Blue Opal Pro. He's a currency dealer, pretty cool guy, and he watches my channel. And we were talking for a bit there, and he was asking me about what's those coins that I've got in that folder. And I said, well, I put those Italian coins in there, those centesimes. And, this guy over here that I'm going to give away on 100. And he's like, oh, you like those, huh? I said, yeah, those are Italian coins. He's like, cool, I got something for you. So he walks me over to the case, and he pulls this bad boy out. It's a 5 lire from 1944. Graded 64, pretty cool piece. And he's like, yeah, here's a little gift for you, just to say thanks for the content that you're creating. It warms the heart when you hear stuff like that. Thanks, Dean. You're a good guy. And I hope they see you over the show. Remember, that's Dean over at Blue Opal. You can find him at most of the shows in Minneapolis. And he does like the Roseville show. He also does the St. Paul show over there in South St. Paul. So go ahead and see Dean. He's a pretty cool guy. So, this is my little gripe, It's kind of heartbreaking when you go out there to buy that dip because, that's what we do as the stackers. We buy that dip. We're finally getting to put a little more ounces away. So if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and share it with your friends. Let's get me to 100 so I can give away that coin over there. So you guys keep on stack-a-lacking. We'll talk to you.